certain if he's going to be thinking the same way, though. Damnation, first card.
I think he was scouting. I think he was scouting it out.
Quite possibly. He has had the time, and
you should have some indication, given that the semifinal took like way too long.
it is true. We've got Steve over here in chat running the stream. Thank you so much, Steve. We appreciate all the work you've done to put together this PTC.
You don't even have to watch. Like if your opponent is stuck in a 2.5 hour long game, you should have a pretty good idea that he's not playing very aggressively.
No. So we got a Muay Thai, which is
Muay Thai Prodigy. Oh,
Damnation.
I didn't. Oh, you get Damnation. All right.
Damnation to the top. Which Jetta Foundation is? I remember the effect.
That's a one drop
walk,
called Focused and Patient.
Focused and Patient. That's the name.
So that's gonna let him look at the top 2 cards of his deck after a block is played, and he can discard any of them he wants.
Yeah.
But they have to go back in the same order if he doesn't discard any of them.
And we've checked 2 Battle Fists. This is not looking good for Runica, especially since we're hard dropping one of them here. So 2 up, 2 down, and Garett reviews the How Can. Or no,
Garett. I think Garett. This is where the point in the game where Garrett's gonna want to see Guardian Slasher. I can see he has one.
Yep, Guardian Slash definitely up there.
But I think that Ryan has to keep pressure on him, make him use the Guardian Slasher, try to deplete his life, and he's right. Like he can potentially end the game off of resolving a strong multiple.
But if Garett's got any type of pocket Guardian Slasher for that, he's going to have a hard time doing that. So he's going to have to try and burn through those as fast as possible.
Also, he could technically go lethal with Muay Thai.
Muay Thai Prodigy on a reversal, he could get pretty crazy.
Yeah.
He gets multiples of those out too.
There could be death.
So we got a Kersplat coming from Garett here.
And you
Kersplat. Pumpkin face.
I really do.
Yeah.
I really do think we need an alternate art of Kersplat where he's just smacking him with a steel folding chair. I would be pretty okay with that.
It does have the weapon keyword, so that would be on theme there.
It's got the correct symbols for it. It does.
No, it absolutely does.
It does have the correct symbols for it.
And no one wants to hit this. Orlando, you're asking us who we think has advantage.
Definitely Garett.
Garett just has such a wealth of experience in high-level play.
That's fair. Even beyond that, I don't think that Ryan has an answer to Guardian Slasher. So he's forced to try to play through it. And I don't know if... Because of Garett can draw on his experience, he will pick up that he's going to try to finish him with a Hurricane Upper or a Death Blow. He's going to know what blocks he needs to hold. He will probably be prepared for it, and he can just shut him down over and over with Guardian Slasher and just regain the life back. So he has to outpace the life gain in order to be in this game. But I don't know if he can do that with this attack lineup and without tech pieces against reversals like Scorn Beauty.
And as predicted, it looks like Garett's thinking about the Guardian Slasher. There it is. Check. Yeah, just commit Elizabeth. He's basically just making him a 7-hander.
Oh, he's gonna mill him. That's 8 cards with Elizabeth.
Was that not a your turn effect?
Nope.
No.
It's your attack. After you play an attack.
So yeah, there we go. An extra 7 cards.
That's Elizabeth. Mills you on as. The attack was
Guardian Slasher.
So he's probably gonna pay 4 life here for the Guardian Slasher. And by probably I mean almost certainly.
Guardian Slasher does seem like kind of a waste if you're not willing to pay that 4 life. He does have the Kersplats instead. But if he's not pocketing it, then
He's
It's
gonna
like-
take the. He's gonna go for the partial block. I think now. I don't. He hasn't recorded the on the life.
On the life yet, so I guess he just let it go there. Pick up a card off Artificer Avarice, and it just looks like Runica is going to be building here.
Now I think if he's not blocking attacks, and denying momentum, it's gonna make it that much harder for him to try and climb back into this game, because by giving Garett momentum in this matchup, you're giving him the tools he needs to beat you. He did draw the second chance there. He's taking good look. He knows he can just grab the Guardian Slasher.
That is a good point, Orlando, that Elizabeth can help mill out the Battle Fist. But at the start of the match, on turn 1, we've actually seen all 4 Battle Fists. He's
already
opened
hit all
one,
4.
first formed one, hard played one, and checked 2 of them on his first turn. So that's not optimal for him, especially because that's going to limit how much build denial he can give to Garett. So he's going to be looking to try and get some of those back from the discard pile with which attack is it that
You can use How Shikuken. He can also use the Seeking Information to shuffle them back in.
which he does have one Seeking Information on deck.
I would assume Garrett's just going to grab the Guardian Slasher here and make him answer it. Yeah. So I would completely expect Garett to just keep grabbing that Guardian Slasher until Ryan does something to tell him not to. He can keep the pressure up here. He's got the Cowboy batteries.
And he does have momentum on board, so this is
So it's going to be a card for Cowboy battery. I don't think he's supposed to look at it. It's not going to make a huge
no
difference.
but if he hasn't played much against Cowboy Battery, then it's an understandable
I don't think anybody's going to call him on that.
no.
He's going to go for the half block on Karamidama. I believe Karamidama is a +2.
It's +1 or +2. It's not much.
No, it's not +1. It's at least +2. It might be. I don't believe it's +3. I play the card enough that I should know, but I can't recall.
And it looks like he's half blocked the Cowboy Battery, and then
he's
just
going to get the
taking
breaker one
multiple.
off that as well. But
Yeah, but with Garett's situation, he's got a couple Spider Suplexes on deck too.
I think if he blocks this, he just plays Spider Suplex and they go to game 2. I don't think he blocks Spider Suplex with 3 cards in pool and no foundations.
I only see 2 cards. He might be thinking his momentum.
Well,
is
if he
card
blocks
in
this,
pool.
he has to block this. This is going to kill him if he doesn't block it.
That is true. With Muay Thai Prodigy on deck, he can make that an 8 damage throw.
The advantage Elizabeth has in this matchup is that he has one very, very broken reversal attack that Runica can't answer. And he's just going to keep playing it until she does.
And unfortunately, I don't think he's playing cards like High Seas Adventure or Scorn Beauty in order to protect himself.
He isn't protecting himself with any defensive pieces on all. He's just going to get German suplex here to hell.
Which all does have quite a few good answers to the Guardian Slasher. But if they're not in sideboard, yep, looks like that's
We're
first
moving to
game.
game
8 damage
two. Suplex
suplex.
City, and we're on game 2. I don't know if Garett even really he could side in tactical advantage, and that could give him some sort of that could give him a bit of that could give him a bit more momentum against the Runica response if he sees it early. I'm not sure he even really needs to see it.
Now this is a little bit of a one-sided match here, just because the attack string denial is just too real. Even if Garett's feeling a little bit gutsy, he can try and let Runica overextend herself a bit, and then right before.
So he's taking up in smoke. I don't think he's gonna take the formidable
Task.
Formidable task.
Yeah. No.
He's gonna take it.
He's gonna put that in.
And that's Earth Evil Death, Earth Evil Fire, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Opposite of Zoe's symbols.
All the seal cards are usually opposite of Zoe's symbols. So what cards do you think he's looking to seal with that? Like a Hurricane Upper or? I guess there's also the Death Blow that you could possibly hit with that.
Well, the problem with that is that the seal is an enhance.
Yeah.
And it's going to give priority to Ryan. So I think it's really easy to play around that. I don't think it's going to do much. It really isn't good until you have attacks that have 2 key enhances on them that you care about. And most of his attacks only have 1. I don't think he cares all that much about the life gain on Curse Splat. He doesn't, the only enhance he cares about on Hurricane Upper is either multiple or getting rid of multiple to generate momentum. The Haushikuken only matters for the asset. There's 1 key enhance on all of these, and I believe the Formidable Task is on enhanced speed. So it shouldn't really matter that much.
Yeah, it is on enhanced speed.
That could also just be a block that he can drop that allows him to chain block harder, because he does have Balanced Fighter. So he can use Balanced Fighter to zero out the speed of a multiple copy, and then just block with Formidable Task and drop it, which he should pass on a 4. I believe it's +4 mid block, but he should pass it, basically for free, and that's just going to drop immediately when he plays it.
We got Runica up on deck here. Looks like he's actually gotten a pretty good pull there. Trained by the Streets. Is that going to affect Elizabeth at all?
No. I believe Trained by the Streets specifies non-character.
That is a little disappointing then for him, just because you're going to have to be able to... You're going to want to try and deny her those extra cards, just because it's going to be really hard to fight against this 728. Those numbers are just...
Now, it does have the momentum. It has the momentum discard on a block, but I don't think that's really going to come into play because Garett doesn't play lows.
No. Garett is playing Templar, though, so... He might try and make the Guardian Slash more difficult, but he probably won't commit to it.
Yeah, I don't think that's really going to be like a huge game changer.
No, because it's only going to be on a 6 difficulty instead of the 5.
That's just a card he can spam out on turn 1 that isn't really going to matter that much in the grand scheme.
Don't believe we've seen any Battle Fists yet.
Garett reviewing his Templar, he doesn't feel he needs it, I guess. Runica, not exactly the most aggressive character before she gets some damage going.
Yeah, he's going to probably want to set up 1 to 2 Battle Fists before he starts looking to attack Garett.
But maybe he should look to attack before he gets his 1 or 2 Battle Fists.
Although, that may be a bluff there if he's saying, if he's giving up a high value card like Templar, he's maybe saying, come get me. Especially with the Aphidiophobia on deck.
It's hard to say. I think there could be an element of cockiness here where he's just going to throw away Templar and just be like, you can't kill me anyways. Or at least not at this stage of the game. He's not overly worried. The Runica used to be able to just pop off really hard with 2 Battle Fists where you could just play Tamayose. And just get an absurd amount of resources for free. But I think without that, it's really difficult to pass any kind of meaningful attack lineup with her. Just before you, by the time you have 4 Battle Fists or 3 Battle Fists, you're gonna have the resources. But before then, it's he's gonna take active treason. Probably good pick here.
Yeah, I think there's really only 2 picks here, and that was active treason or Aphidiophobia.
I don't think I would. I don't know if I'd be too worried about Ophidiophobia.
Not at
I
this
think he has
point
an
in the
easy.
game.
I think Garett has an easy enough time blocking correctly that, he's not. He's gonna just hold the correct blocks. Like he knows he has to hold mid for the most part.
There are quite a lot of mid attacks in this deck.
It's all mid and high. The only low is gonna be the second multiple copy of Death Blow.
Yeah. Oh, we got some
He's got
spiders and dragons here, so Garett probably thinks he's got to play.
And there's the one, and he fails.
Oh, I mean,
That'll happen.
that is the cost of playing cards like Guardian Slasher. Is sometimes you got to be ready for that one.
And now Ryan has a chance to retaliate here.
And this may be something he has to try and capitalize on.
Yeah, if he gets the second Battle Fist, it might be better for him to just leave Runica up and try to pound some face. Like he needs, and it looks like he might be doing that. He needs to get on the board here.
Not to mention, he also has that Saw Blade, so we're probably looking at +2/+2 on every attack. If he can make some meaningful work here, then this may be a check that Garett will regret making.
Now I know I didn't see what his draw was exactly, but he has to check well, and he has to have good attacks here.
That's true. I don't believe he has a without a master up, but it does look like he's got
Season
orange.
Guide, so that's good. That's free.
Yeah.
And he's got Hurricane Upper.
Hurricane Upper. Yeah, we're gonna get some momentum here.
And Garett pointing at the trigger. You have to reveal your top card after you play an attack. Or actually, I think that's an R that he has to activate.
Yep.
But yeah, there's.
Looks like he's got a Battle Fist up top, so that's gonna be a decent check for his next attack.
That's useful information.
Yep. Gonna pick up
It
the
doesn't
momentum here
look
with
like
Hurricane
Garett has a
Upper.
Guardian Slasher here. He's got a Muay Thai Prodigy and a Reactive Style and a Templar. So if he blocks with the Templar, he's not going to be able to block with the other two.
Although he may just pull one out and get a Guardian Slasher off the top of his deck.
Very easily. He's going to check for Runica here. That's going to give him 2 damage. Garett might just opt to try and find more blocks here. He does have the balance. I think he has the Balance Fighter in his hand to discard. He's thinking about it. Or no, he has Active Treason. I don't know if Active Treason is like really necessary in this matchup. Like it's like okay if you want to hit his like without a Masters.
He's popping the Ophidiophobia here.
Okay,
Sounds
so
like
he's looking to off block so he can chain.
Trying to off block, yeah.
He's gonna block with the Muay Thai Prodigy on the +4. He's gonna check 3, so he needs to commit 3 for this. That's gonna be 3. This is a really good opportunity to punish Garett.
Oh, and a second Hurricane Upper. If there's a Death Blow in his hand, we
could be going to game 3 if he
we
has
could be
Death
going
Blow.
to game 3 very quickly. Yeah, Taro, this is finals. Runica versus Elizabeth.
Garett's currently up 1 game playing Elizabeth.
Yes.
This could get drawn up right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still haven't gotten a good look at Ryan's hand.
I did think I saw about 4 orange cards in it, so we may be looking at quite a big punish turn for failing that attack.
I think he has to commit Elizabeth. Does he have to commit Elizabeth? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, checks 5. Okay, no. So he does have. He has
Half block
Elizabeth
takes
up.
2.
Oh, he is without a master.
Oh, unfortunately, he can't punish Garett anymore. But he is going to go into his turn with 4 momentum.
And
only 3.
And no reactive style on Garett's side of the field either. He's gonna get a free Battle Fist. He might look to end the game. Like he might have a good chance to end the game here, but he really needs to. He really needs to not run into Guardian Slasher like that. That's gonna end. Like
That's absolutely what the deciding factor of this game is going to be. Is if Garett can deny him his turns with Guardian Slasher.
Like he's hit 2 momentum. That's his magic number.
And he's got
got a
that
Saw
pocket
Blades.
third. Yeah.
He's got a Saw Blades up. God, I don't even think he was enhancing with saw blades.
No, he was enhancing with saw blades. He was
wasn't
sending
enhancing
those
with saw
with
blades.
+2/+2.
Because he wouldn't have passed that block on the. He wouldn't have passed that block on.
Maybe he wasn't.
Yeah. I think he misplayed and didn't enhance with his saw blades. On the second one, at least, because it shouldn't have been blockable with reactive style. He's got the Team Psycho Soldier and the Formidable Ally. Act of Treason. Muay-Thai Prodigy.
And there's a 1. He can pass it, but is it worth it at this point? Depends on if he has a reversal in hand.
It depends heavily on what his blocks look like.
Yeah.
If he can't block, he might as well take it and just greed for it.
And it looks like he is going to get it, or go for it.
I think he commits Elizabeth here. Yeah.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be too worried about a stun game plan here.
No.
So committing Elizabeth isn't really that bad.
If he's not planning on going for the reversal, then
I think he does have the reversal. I think I saw the Guardian Slasher in his hand. Get Battle
on to
Fist.
Ryan now. Yeah, it looks like we're going for a Battle Fist here. And what are you most worried about? What would you be kicking back right now? I guess it depends on whether or not he's looking to gain some ground here, or if he's just going to try and deny him some build.
I'm not really sure what I would kick back here. I would consider Balance Fighter, I think.
Just to hopefully deny him for the hands in later turns.
I don't think he has anything on board that he really cares about for active treason. And I don't think he's kicking anything back. I think he's going to swing.
Yep. Looks like he's probably going to try and gain a couple extra assets here.
He's going to remember the saw blades this time, though. That's good.
Saw blades there.
That does not have any viable symbols to seal with Task. I don't think he has the other Battle Fist in his discard, though.
No, I don't think so, but he might have a Dave Wagner or a Hanya kicking around that's worth picking up. Garett taking a look at without a master there.
So he's going to throw 3 damage on it with Runica.
Yep.
That's going to be, I want to say 6 mid for 7?
Yeah, I believe it is printed.
If I know the
3
numbers
mid
on that
for
correctly.
4.
4 mid for 3.
Yeah.
4 mid for 3. So
Okay, so that's 6 mid 6. Yeah.
Which is still completely
That's going to fly him pretty hard. Is he going to bounce fight that? That's interesting. He's got the full block here.
Block with Spider Suplex. I guess Runica doesn't have any more assets she's looking to dig out here.
So that's a full block. We're going to see a reverse. Yeah, we're going to see the reversal Guardian
And
Slasher.
there's the Guardian Slasher.
So he's gonna enhance on Guardian Slasher and just stop all attacking this turn.
What the fuck? It's fucked up.
Yeah, that was just comments from our stream runner pointing out that Guardian Slasher is a very threatening card, and honestly, I don't think this card's seen quite enough respect that it deserves. Because if you disrespect the Guardian Slasher, then it is going to come at you.
I think it takes a special kind of deck to make Guardian Slasher really look good, though. Like, it looks really good. It looks really good with this deck, where he can gain absurd amounts of life and just grab a Guardian Slasher out of his discard pile. It's really hard for just any deck to be able to pick this up and not just have it look like a random 1 of. Or a random 2 of.
Looks like he's going for the half block there with the Hurricane Upper.
Oh, he didn't play that enhance on Guardian Slasher.
Oh, he did.
He didn't play the attack there.
You can still play it as a block.
Yeah, you can still attack. You can still block with that. Yeah.
Oh.
And it looks like he's gonna take a momentum. Was that reactive style? I think. No, that's his Ophidiophobia. Now he's got the Guardian Slasher momentum. He's going to be able to pick it up again. I would expect him to. Just keep picking it up, make him answer it. Very difficult to punch through 23 life one attack at a time.
You know, at some point, it's almost just better to use Foundation to block the Guardian Slasher, just so that Garett's not going into his turn as a 7-hander, but as a 6-hander. Because if he plays the second or the other enhance on it, if it's blocked by a non-attack, he gets to pick it back up.
It depends. I think ultimately it's best to just completely block it and try to deny the momentum. And he's going to check a 2 on the 5. You gotta think about it a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Ideally, you do want to deny him the
I
momentum.
think he's just gonna take the formidable task for the 5th one.
But, I mean, if he's going to be picking it up anyways, you might as well make him pick it up and keep his hand size down, especially since he doesn't have any copies of Second Chance yet. So he doesn't have the...
There's the mill 8 from Elizabeth.
And that is the mill 8 from Elizabeth on a Spider Suplex on Garett's turn.
Oh no, is he committing Elizabeth? No, he's not committing Elizabeth. He's saying mill. He overcommitted to that. Yeah, he's just gonna say. Oh no, he's gonna keep the Muay Thai Prodigy. Getting a bit of a giggle out of himself. He can't count to 6. It's fine.
And I do love Spider Suplex's interactions with Guardian Slasher, just because it helps keep you alive so you can keep denying your opponent their turns. Plus, it being a throw, you're almost guaranteed to get that momentum. Really, death reversals could be a thing that people might need to start worrying about more.
Oh, they already are. This is the same thing. Fort Negley Psyche did this in Vegas. I think this is a perfectly fine game plan. It's just a matter of finding the proper character that can play it. Now with Elizabeth, you're almost forced onto water for the second chance, so you can't really get the most out of just playing death reversals with her. But you can cross symbol enough of it that you can get key pieces from both symbols and not really have to worry about it so much. It's because death itself isn't really, it's not really a thing so much as just there are a couple of really specific gimmicky death strategies that involve certain characters. Death Bomb Man being a thing does not make death a thing, it just makes Bomb Man a thing. And I think that's the same thing here, where it's this kind of deck, I don't know if there's a lot of viable characters to pilot it that aren't Elizabeth. Especially not with the cross symboling going on. Because obviously then you start needing to look for a character that has all and water and doesn't get dunked by playing all these weird cards together.
All and water and death, because we have seen him perform both death blockchains and all blockchains. It's a good thing that...
I think he can cut the death out, though. You could, theoretically, you could play the same sort of deck off of Dr. Cossack, but I don't know if you would want to. Just because, this is a deck that's obviously designed entirely around Elizabeth's form. And so that just kind of this is a one-of-a-kind deck. You can't get this same combination going with different characters, even though that share symbols.
Looks like just a build turn from David, but Ryan, sorry, my bad. It is about 2 o'clock in the morning here, so...
Is it actually 2 a.m.?
It's we started this at about 1:30, so
Nice.
burning
work
the
at
midnight
8.
burning the midnight oil here, just to bring you the finest UFS coverage possible.
I always miss the thing. It's okay. I love you.
We've got Garett starting off with a spider suplex here.
Sorry, that was me. Not actually, but I thought it would be funny if it was.
You want a bag of Doritos?
No, I'm good.
It's sitting on top of the toilet. I mean, it's... Oh, that was mine. You want your Doritos? I'm good.
Oh man.
It's unopened.
No, it's still hilarious though.
And here comes the Mill 8 from Elizabeth. I think we saw a couple Templars go away there.
We saw 2 Templars, we saw Avarice. Those are all cards that he doesn't want to see in his discard pile due to that effect.
Dean, no talking in the room.
Fortunately, he doesn't appear to have any power struggles on board to protect himself from the throw.
No Kapokin, no nothing. He's just gonna half block it. Take his 3.
I have heard that he is only running 1 Kapok in training.
Oh, harsh.
Which,
he might go for the Kersplat though. Oh no, he's just gonna carry on.
At this point, it's pretty much just a numbers game for Garett. He's going to be able to start whittling him down every turn and denying the backswings. -1 life per turn for Garett and -3 for Ryan. So I mean,
and now the other key thing here is for every turn that he doesn't make Garett pick up Guardian Slasher, he's just gonna pick up Spider Suplex instead.
Exactly.
So there's no winning this. Like he has to play aggressively into this, even though it doesn't really seem like the best game plan. He has to make Garett keep picking up Guardian Slasher, or he isn't going to be able to come back into this game.
I mean, right now Garett is just counting turns until the numbers say he wins. So got to recycle here. Yeah.
Garett has to take a look. Yeah, he has a lot of cards in there that I wouldn't want to see cycled out. He's going to drop the Kromidama at 5. That's going to be 4.
And there's that 1 Kapok in training. Obviously not where he wants to be seeing it right now, but...
So he takes 2 speed off Saw Blades. He's gonna check for the 4 damage on Runica. He's gonna draw him a card with Avarice. He's gonna enhance on the card.
He's back at the 28.
Oh yeah.
Garett is back to full life. And that's really part of the disgusting thing about this deck, is that there's so much life gain to get back from...
yeah, it's really hard to win the tempo game against this.
Yeah. Really, the worst matchup for him is a safe deck, which is why base is such a good matchup, just because he can't Guardian Slasher you, except maybe on certain attacks that you let him have, but then he still has to chain block the rest of the string. And it looks like Garett's given him the cards.
And not playing the Guardian Slasher. He did play Haurogan, so he's not going to be able to multiple.
It was expensive, but it dropped again. And I don't see it going up again. No, honestly.
I feel like he's just baiting him into playing more attacks here.
If he can get him to overextend, Garett might use this as an opportunity to backswing him quite hard and just put the second game under his belt and wrap up this PTC.
Now, see, now the thing here is that if he overbuilds with all these cards in his hand, Garett is just going to mill him a lot easier, and that becomes a win condition. So letting him fill up his hand with cards from Kromidama is there is no way that doesn't benefit Garett. He's gonna go for the death blow here. I don't know if he's gonna try to multiple this. I think That's not going to work. Because as soon as those momentum hit his discard pile, he's not going to be able to bring them back as multiple copies.
No, not with the Yuri attack on board. Cards can't leave the discard pile.
And again, more pieces he needs to fight his way through to get anywhere.
There's the check for Runica getting +4 damage, but
I think he's just going to block with Guardian Slasher, honestly.
he does have momentum on board, so he can just pick it up.
Oh no, he's got the Cossack Buster to block with.
I don't want to be this guy. Maybe we should close the front door. It is 2 o'clock in the morning.
He does have Muay Thai Prodigy ready. He might just be looking to backswing him here on that Guardian Slasher, make him show him some numbers.
I think he's going to do it.
Yep, there it is. We're looking on a 6. Got a 5.
He's the Edmonton driver.
He's gonna Kateki Koru and give it taunt like an asshole.
Garett clearly thinks that this game is pretty much over, giving his attack a useless
You can
keyword.
you can see the grin on his face. He's laughing. What a jerk. He's gonna take the 4.
There's those. What game are they on?
Game 2.
He may just be trying to shake up his opponent here by doing a completely useless effect. Team Psycho Soldier for another 2 speed. So we're looking at 5 high 9. That's
5 by 10. I think Guardian Slasher's 6 damage, isn't it?
Nope, printed 5.
Printed 5?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna roll it up with Roboto though.
Yeah, roll it up with a Roboto, and this is
He's
pretty
gonna enhance on the
threatening.
card. He's got a block with an attacker. It's just gonna go back to his hand, or to his momentum, which is then going to go back to his hand.
And he does have the momentum on board.
He's gonna block with the throw.
Block
down.
with throw down. He's going to be picking that right back up. So we are looking about an 8 on this block here, I believe.
Something like that.
I believe we're looking at 5 high, 0 plus mid.
He's gonna fail it. That might have been a mistake. Can't play any more tags. Just gonna pass.
Hopefully going to try and live through it, but unfortunately he doesn't have the defensive pieces that All has access to in order to protect him from Garett's lineup with between the suplexes and whatnot. So if Garett sees enough red this turn, which Elizabeth will let him pick one up that he likes.
I think he's just gonna pick up Cowboy Battery and end the game, honestly.
That is probably the best answer here.
Ryan's got it looks like about 8 cards up. No, sorry, 11. He's got 1 Muay Thai.
Reminds me of doing security. Oh, I know. He's watching you guys not knowing what's coming.
Who?
We both used to work security. We were watching our monitor.
So Garett's picking up the Guardian Slasher, it looks like. I don't think he thinks he's got the kill, so he's probably just going to be walling up until he can get something that he wants to see.
And sit on the momentum, even though I think he had he doesn't have a second chance down. He's just been generating momentum by hitting.
Yeah, he just keeps looping Spider Suplex.
Oh, there's a second chance.
He hasn't been forced to do anything otherwise.
So he's just gonna take the Affinity Phobia. He's not incredibly concerned. He's gonna use the Act of Treason here to pick something off. Hard to say what it is exactly. Might be Muay Thai.
Muay Thai seems like a...
Oh, he's gonna hit train by the streets. He does it. He wants to draw cards off and design for combat.
And the share too simple with
With he
what
brought
he's
that
doing.
card or he removed it?
So he
He removed it from the game.
Oh, okay. I just shit myself this way.
Looks like Garett's going in with 2 cards. But unfortunately, Runka's got nothing to punish the hand here either. That's another good way to try and deal with this, especially if he overbuilds. But yeah, it just seems like Ryan's deck really doesn't have any viable answers to
No,
Elizabeth.
He doesn't have an answer to Guardian Slasher, and that was how I looked at it coming into this. Is like he wanted the matchup against Will. I think this just shuts him out so hard that he can't even really play the game.
No.
Whereas against Will, I think there would be a lot more back and forth. With against the Lily, where he's not just going to get instantly locked out of the game as soon as he sees a couple of key cards. He's going to go for the death blow here. He's probably going to multiple it out. This is just going to keep getting more and more frustrating for him.
This may be the best choice for him right now, though, just because he's getting denied after 2 attacks, so try and get as much value out of a single attack. Right now, I think he needs to be looking for Hurricane Uppers and Death Blows.
He's got the Ever Hopeful out. He's got an Act of Treason. I think that I don't know. I don't think that he can get I don't think he can get anywhere with this, honestly. He might end up taking 18 if he opts to just reversal this and stop the enhance phase. But outside of that, I don't... It's really hard. It's really hard to say how to attack this, really. So he's going to enhance on Ever Hopeful. I didn't see what he made him pick up.
I think it was in... No, that he still got his Artificer out. Plus 4 damage from Runica there.
Oh, he made him pick up Muay Thai. He's going to use Psycho Soldier here to reduce the speed to print it. So he's got 3 high for 9, then 3 mid for 5, then 3 low for 5. I believe that's a full block on tactical advantage. I don't recall the block offhand. I believe it's high block.
Not taking any life down, so I'm going to assume it is a high block.
So he's going to get the Runica damage here. Brendan Jones having a slight freak out. PTSD flashbacks, maybe.
Blocking the mid with the Ever Hopeful there.
Yep, so it's going to drop
down. And I think he's going to go for the Guardian Slasher reversal.
Yes.
There it is on 5.
There's a 5. He's going to mill 8.
Hey, Steven, can you bring up tactical advantage real quick for me?
And Ryan still has a ton of cards in his hand from that Karamedama from last turn that he just couldn't do anything with. Along with the Ever Hopeful Foundations that he's just going to keep getting flooded into his hand. He's probably going to make him pick up a Without a Master here just because of the no block.
Yeah.
No
And
block
after that
checking
multiple,
power.
that Muay Thai champion or Muay Thai prodigy, that's gonna be an extra 3 damage on the backswing.
He could just use it here for 3 damage on the Guardian Slasher.
Yeah, no, that's probably absolutely what he's gonna do because it's gonna ready come his turn, and
He has used the Enhance on Guardian Slasher. Use that, yeah, he's gonna
Yep.
go for the Muay Thai.
we're gonna see plus 3 damage here.
So that is now lethal. He does have to block. And he's going to pitch the Ever Hopeful, probably look for a low block. He's going to pitch this one. Or no, he's going to blow it up for Team Psycho. Possibly look for a Samurai Roboto. I don't think it's worth doing that. He's going to give him more checking power than he gets off it. And I think Garett's going to get one more turn for his Elizabeth form before he has to cycle. So he will probably be able to pick up the Guardian Slasher and then cycle his deck and make sure that he gets to retain it.
You know, Garrett may just be looking for a mill win here. It doesn't look like Ryan's got much deck left. Already gone
possible.
through it once. He's got a handful of gray and
He's
a
locked on his
very
hand
full
size right
staging
now.
area. Yeah.
This is the cards he's going to have until he does something about it. He is going to block with this Avarice here, which is going to throw Guardian Slasher back into his hand.
So yeah, we're probably looking at a Spider Suplex next turn, and we may be 2 turns out here.
I think next turn is going to be the last turn. I don't think he gets to climb his way through this.
$2, $3. What?
He has the second multiple copy of Guardian Slasher here that he has to resolve.
That is looking like a very thin deck, and with the middle 8 from Elizabeth coming, we may have just been playing bead.
We're never too classy for abortion jokes. So he has 9 damage on this one. He's gonna Saw Blades it. Garrett's just gonna balance fighter though. He might even have a low block for this, or a mid block with the Ophidia. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Ryan can turn this around at this point. I think he's basically done. We're just waiting for the formality of the game ending. Nothing new for a Garett game, honestly.
Looks like Garrett's probably going to have to cycle here for his hand, but he's still... He might be on first cycle or possibly his second, but... No, I don't think Garrett's
No,
cycled
it's his first
yet.
cycle.
Yeah, so he's already up 1 cycle, and with that mill 8 off Elizabeth, we...
Ryan has no momentum to try and hit back with another death blow, where he did actually do some considerable damage He did drop Garett to 11 life. He has nothing to form for either. So Garett might not actually have like any kind of any kind of meaningful play here.
He's lost one spider suplex, cowboy battery. A couple of good options for him here.
And he's just going to second chance and pick up that free card. Not particularly useful right now. I do believe he still has the Guardian Slasher in his hand.
That was blocked with Avarice, so it would stand to reason that Guardian Slasher is there.
And he's just going to build.
Well, he's going to need to find something to harass him with right at the end there.
I think he's just looking to check an attack so he can actually end the game. And so Ryan has 8 cards in hand, so he's stuck with that.
Looks like 2 of them are red, but
I wouldn't be surprised if he just plays like 3 foundations here. But again, that's just not like with he's on an alternate win condition here with Garett, where he can just attack him in millimate, and that could end the game straight up. He's gonna play the Hurricane Upper. He's gonna get the momentum. Possibly just grab the Templar or whatever's on top. No, he wants the Cabot. He's gonna pass the Runica damage. He's gonna make him block it. Shouldn't be hard. It's 2 speed. It's yeah. That's 4 speed. He's got the Hauruken. He's good. He's gonna respond Hauruken. He's got the Guardian Slasher. It's gonna make him block it.
And I think we're about to see Elizabeth in response here.
I think you're right. I think he's gonna respond with Elizabeth. Yeah.
There she is. Let's count how many we've got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It looks like he has
His deck
one.
is a little bigger than we thought it was, but
I think he's got 1 left. So that means his discard pile. He's gonna get. I think he's got like 2 more checks worth of cards. I think he's just dead by attempting to block this attack, regardless of what happens. I believe blocking this attack is going to be the last card he can play in this game. Maybe he might get 2.
it almost comes down really to how you want to die at this point. Whether you want to just eat the 7 from Guardian Slasher or let him get an extra.
Oh, it's gonna be 9. It's gonna be 9 from Guardians, or it's gonna be it is 7. Sorry, you're right.
Whether we're just dying from Guardian Slasher here, or if he's going to give Garett another turn, let him pick back up Guardian Slasher, and then mill him with Elizabeth again. He doesn't have enough deck to take that.
I think he wants to kill himself with Lion Buddy. I think that's the game plan at this point. I mean, if I was in his place, I think that's the lose condition I'd be looking for, is just trying to mill myself with Lion Buddy.
Looks like it's a half block here.
He's gonna go to 3. Garett's just got to play an attack next turn, and he just wins the game.
And he will have Guardian Slasher and Momentum, so worst case scenario, he can just pick
He's
that
got
up.
second chance up. He's can do whatever he wants. You can grab Spider Suplex. You can grab Guardian Slasher.
Have we seen a Spider Suplex since he cycled? I can't say that I've seen one.
That's true. He might just be stuck. He could grab Haruoken if he wanted to. It doesn't matter.
That is true. He did block with Ariokin.
It's 3.
3.
3 to 7.
Picking up the Slasher there.
He's just gonna play Haruoken.
5,
And he's
6,
gonna
and
go
there's
Seth.
the mill. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's the game.
And Garett is your Edmonton PTC winner, playing Elizabeth. You can apply it in your heads. That's fine. I don't want to move my arms right now.
We'll see if Garrett's up for maybe a quick interview about this, about his tournament.
God, it's 2:30 a.m.
Yeah, Drew, he did mute.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
title.
slap you.